hot as heck in here. See how everybody is doing. Hey, Tail, how are you doing? Hey, Drew, can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure I got my phone positioned right. Look, we gotta talk about the episode yesterday because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been super tired, so like I fell asleep last night. So I apologize that I couldn't, I apologize that I couldn't get this, done sooner. So, hey, Cam. So yeah. So we have to talk about Married at First Sight because my mind is just blown at this point. My mind is blown. I am confused. I am flabbergasted. I just don't understand. I don't understand what is happening. And I just need so many answers to these questions. But what I will say, and I guess we can talk about, actually, I'm going to say, let me just say my thoughts for Paige and Chris, because y'all already know that I'm just like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. At this point, I feel sorry for Chris. I no longer have sympathy for Paige. I feel sorry for Chris because that man has tried everything in life itself to get her to leave him. And at this point, I'm just going to say that, hey, Reggie, I'm just going to say that Chris is trapped in a marriage that he doesn't want to be a part of, okay? Because he has tried life in itself to make sure that she will leave him. But no matter what he does, no matter how disrespectful he has been to her since this entire process has started, that he just doesn't care. I mean, she don't care. So if she don't care about herself and if she doesn't care about her worth, then I just have to feel sorry for Chris at this point because, I mean, baby, have some respect for yourself as a woman, as somebody. I mean, even Chris told her, like, you don't deserve this. You deserve somebody that wants to choose you. He's literally telling you that he does not want to choose you. But since you won't let him go, this is why he has these conflicting moments where he feels like, well, dang, like, maybe I should make this work. I don't know. But I did say last week that I didn't believe that Mercedes was pregnant, but I don't know if you guys saw, Chris posted that they actually ended up having a miscarriage back in October. So out of respect for her, and if they're saying that they had a miscarriage, I'm not gonna bring up the fake pregnancy or anything like that because I just want to be respectful, to what people are going through. And, that's something very traumatic to have to deal with, and to then have people thinking that you were never pregnant, but you lost your child. I'm just going to, I'm gonna let that be. Okay. So I'm going to get back to them, but I do want to talk about some other people first. So can we talk about Vincent and Brianna? Because Vincent has issues. And it's just like, and just to give y'all a setup, for those of y'all that are in here that don't watch Married at First Sight, I appreciate you sticking out with us. But so Brianna planned this cute date to go salsa dancing. And essentially, Vincent just he wasn't able to get the moves. It was just too much for him. He kept messing up to the point where he got so upset that he wasn't good at salsa dancing, that he literally was upset. He was like angry and mad. Like, Brianna is having the time of her life. It's a cute date. I mean, for me, when I used to date many years ago, what I would do, and this is a fun date tip in Atlanta, I used to always have a first date. I would have us go. Tongue and Groove does like free salsa lessons on Wednesdays. And I would be like, hey, like, let's go do salsa lessons. Like, let's take salsa lessons together. Because I ain't got no rhythm. So it ain't like I know how to salsa. But I think it's a great first date. And it bypasses all the awkward conversation and stuff that you need to have. And I just think it's a really fun thing to do, especially like if neither one of you know how to dance or know how to salsa. It's really cute. So Brianna basically takes him on this salsa class date, which was super cute. And she looked really nice. And actually, I'm going to bring this up, okay? I need Vincent to stop wearing these tight pants, to stop wearing these tight shirts. He was like, I'm just so hot. I was like, baby, you hot because your shirt is tight as hell and your pants tight as hell. I don't even know how you can move and do the little salsa steps because I was distracted by the outfit the entire time. He's a handsome man. I just feel like he needs to wear clothes that fit him, like that just presents him as the nice looking man that I know that he is. I just feel like after all of that, you could have just put like a little V-neck shirt on with a blazer and you would have been fine, sweetie. Like, you totally would have been okay. But I was totally distracted by the pants flooding, and it's tight, and it's just tight on, he got the shirt tucked. It's too tight. It's too tight. Okay. So I was just really concerned for him because I was like, baby, you're sweating because the shirt's too tight. The whole outfit is too tight. But that's a story for a different day. I'm sorry I keep playing with these lashes. I'm trying out magnetic lashes to see if I like them, but I don't. I'm going to switch back to the good old faithfuls after I go to the store. But yeah, so he gets so frustrated that he can't get the dance moves that he literally has a hissy fit. And she's like, did you have a good time? Like, this was so much fun. And he was just like, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. And she looking at him like, you saying it's cool, but your body language is giving me a whole different type of reaction that I'm not necessarily liking. So she's trying to, like, keep the mood going, this date night. And he's just like, babe, when I say he had a whole hissy fit, he had a whole hissy fit. And I was so confused about it. I was shocked and appalled that he was really acting this way because he couldn't dance or figure out the steps. And so then he was like, well, if we was doing bachata, y'all know I said that wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say. He was like, it would have been better, but it's just like, sir, it's about us experiencing something that neither one of us know how to do. And it was just, I was like, do you feel like your card is gonna get revoked because you don't know how to salsa dance? I was just like, what is happening right now? Like, why are you really this upset? And I felt for Brianna. Like, I was hard on Brianna in the beginning because I did feel like she can be a little nitpicky and she can say things in a way that would annoy the crap out of me. But I was just like, I don't understand why we're acting like this. And this is why I feel like half of the cast needs to be in some type of therapy, because there has to be some underlying issues as to why you act this way. He was literally getting all the cool points from me. I thought it was cute how he had came up, he wants her to, learn how to communicate with his family when they can like be around family as a whole, and teaching her like the 4 Spanish words a day. I was like, I was learning, okay? Te amo, bicicleta, okay? Camo, is it camo, comma, a comma, bed? I was learning stuff. I was like, okay, Vincent, you better teach us some Spanish, all right? Bought her a bicycle, like something she said, like literally on their wedding day, went and bought her a bicycle. I was like, okay, Vincent, I'm here for this. But by the time we get to the end of the episode, I'm just like, Vincent, like you have some insecurities, some issues that you really need to deal with, because how you're acting right now, I've been with somebody before that you felt like you had to walk on eggshells because you never knew what was going to trigger their mood to change. and it's just not a fun thing to be around. It's not fun. It never gets any better because they have to first acknowledge that they have a problem and actually want to change. So I just really felt for her because it was kind of just like, what can you do? But I felt bad because they exchanged "I love you" and all of that in the episode, and I was just, my whole mind is blown by how he acted because he couldn't get no dang on dance steps at a damn salsa class, which neither one of them knew how to do it. His middle name should be Eggshells, okay? Because I feel like I'm walking on eggshells for Brianna, trying to still be loving and deal with this temper tantrum like he not a grown-ass man. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. At first, they were like the only couple that I had that was going to stick it out. So I hope that, you know, once the experts decide that they want to do their jobs this season and be experts, because we know that they have been nowhere to be found. And next week we see that they're actually talking to the couples. I was like, are y'all getting paid for this? Did y'all get paid not to be experts this season? Because I'm just confused. We on episode 9 and we ain't really seen y'all interact. Like Pastor Cal came, but ain't nobody did nothing for me, for them. They should revoke their paycheck for this season because it's just like, I just don't know. I'm gonna pray for them because I feel like if Vincent just works on his issues, that they could actually have a really good relationship. I like them for each other, but I also feel like he gonna be that type of person to have a problem that she makes more money than him, because I just don't understand. So you're saying the experts been spread out over the past few seasons? Yeah, so like I've been in and out these last couple of seasons. Like I watched a little bit of New Orleans and then I didn't watch the past couple of ones. But I remember back in the day with Married at First Sight, like they were, you know, they would call them on like Skype on their honeymoons and they would give them activities to do every episode. So I'm just really confused as to how these past couple of seasons, they're not actually doing their job as experts outside of just matching them and checking in with them after every couple of weeks. I don't agree with that. I don't think they should be getting paid to do the bare minimum. If anything, the friends from this season should get the check that the experts were getting, because they're the only ones that have been speaking wisdom and actually trying to help the couples like actually make it. But that's all I'm gonna say about Vincent and Brianna. We gotta talk about Ryan and Clara. Is that her name? I always want to call her like Clarice or something. I think Clara is her name. So first of all, I was really shocked to see that Ryan had on a Black Lives Matter shirt. I don't know if anybody else was shocked by it. I was shocked by it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was shocked that he knew what Black Lives Matter was, because he be scaring me most of the time. 90% of the time until this episode, he just scares me. But if his brother is watching, boo, if you're single, call me. All right? So, yeah, so, you know, Clara, she's all hot and bothered because he is, you know, he ain't laying a pipe down. She's bothered by that. I'm still trying to figure out what physical relationship that they're having. I feel like she's doing all the physical and he's just there to receive. That's just me. But yeah. But what I will say is, I want to talk about the donut, okay? The donut date. Because they had a conversation and basically they were trying to, their homework was to see like what do you need from your partner to make you fall in love or have love for them, right? So hey Erik, so Clara's talking about I would want you to like listen, if you know that I don't want onions on something, like actually get my order correct. And she was like, you know, if I'm having a crappy day, like give me flowers because you know I had a bad day and you know that would be something to brighten up my day. I was just like, I mean, I feel like that's very like surface level things of I feel like it was very surface level, the stuff that she was giving, like get my food order right. Girl, I only known you for 3 weeks. Like, okay, like I would hope with time I would know your food order, but I was just confused with all of the examples that she was giving. I guess what the takeaway was, she wants someone who listens to her and listens to her want and needs. Clearly her love language is gifts. She likes gifts. That's how she feels loved. That's how she feels appreciated. Hey, I totally get it. But I just felt like the surface, she was just giving me very surface level. And he was kind of like, hey, I need trust. I need to be able to trust someone. Because Ryan is a very calculated person. And it takes a lot for him to probably be able to open up to somebody. And he also needs to see how you fit into his world, which is why I don't think that him and Clara are going to work out. Because when we get to this donut shop, okay, you don't think Ryan is into women? What? I can see Ryan, before I can even say that, I see Ryan more as an asexual type of person. This season is in, hey Carl, this season is in Atlanta. So I see him more as asexual than saying that he's just strictly, dickly. Sorry, I couldn't think of nothing else to say after that. So when they're having, so he plans this donut date for her because she loves donuts. It's like her favorite snack. I thought it was super cute that he brought her to a donut shop. I'm using some bootleg lighting from my work computer. So I thought it was super cute that he took her on a date to a donut shop, had flowers for her, candlelight, all these donuts for her to try, and he actually was giving her options on which ones would be good. I was like, okay, you did your research. And for those of you that don't know why this is a big deal, is because Ryan is he's a health freak. Like, he works out every day, he eats really healthy, his body is ripped. So, yeah, like that's to let you know how much he cared that he ate all of these empty calories in order to make her happy. So this is where Ryan won me over. And I understand why he hasn't had sex with Clara. So they were talking about, he basically starts asking her, what motivates her? What are her motivations? What are her dreams? What are her goals? What helps her, wake up in the morning to go to work? And so she's sitting there I go to work because I need to pay my bills and stuff. And he was like, yeah, but, I felt like, first of all, whoever did the editing for this episode needs an Oscar because they were so disrespectful and petty in the editing, but it was absolutely hilarious because I know this had to have been taken completely out of context of Ryan trying to give her all of these motivational thoughts and to, help her. I felt like he was trying to tell her that as a black man, the expectations are higher because what black people go through in this country. You just have to be 10 times better. You always have to be on. You got to be successful because the world already has this view of you as a black person before they actually get to know who you really are, right? So I understood where he was coming from, but I felt like he was trying not to bring race into it. But maybe I'm projecting, but that's what I took from what he was trying to tell her. And I just felt like when he was watching her eat all of these donuts, I felt like he got disgusted. And for two reasons. When he was asking her, when she was like, I don't eat vegetables, I can eat sugar and sweets all day. I don't eat vegetables and anything like that. Saying something like that to I'm going to get to that, LB, because I'm going to tell you why he don't respect her. Saying that to somebody who's this health nut, who lives his healthy lifestyle, likes to be in shape, likes to treat his body right, put good things into his body. When he was saying when she's saying this and he's watching her eat donut after donut, I felt like he got disgusted because I felt like when he was watching her, he was just thinking, when we have children, you're just going to eat all day and justify your eating because you're eating for two. And you're just gonna gain all this weight and you're not gonna have any motivation to try to lose it or to try to stay in the same shape as the person I met. And people can say, Sharana, that is terrible, that's horrible, you should just love the person who you're with no matter what. But for someone like him, I've dated Orion. Look y'all, now you're probably starting to realize why I'm single. I was in a lot of dysfunctional relationships in my 20s, okay? I'm just gonna be totally transparent with you guys. So, but I dated someone and he would literally look at the stuff I was eating and I'm just like, bruh, can I enjoy my Popeyes? Can I eat my cake? Can I eat my chicken in peace without you judging me or asking me when was I going to go work out? Keep in mind, I was a cheerleader in college. So I was just like, you asked me all this stuff like I don't have cheerleading practice. I ain't got to work out. I ain't got to do all these things. Let me eat and just live my best life, okay? Because I still have to be in shape to do what I do at the basketball games, okay? So I just felt like he got really disgusted when she was just down in the donuts like that. And also, too, I can't be with somebody that's not motivated. I can't be with someone who can't tell me what their dreams or their aspirations are, or like that you literally have no purpose in life. Like you literally live to work, okay? There's like a difference of just living to work and like working for a purpose. Like I work for the man because I want to do my pay or weight stuff full time. But I also want to make sure that I'm financially free from bondage, from these like student loans, from debt. I want to make sure that I have a house. Thank you, KB. I want to make sure that I have certain things set in place until I can do what I ultimately want to do full time for the rest of my life. So there's just sacrifices that have to be made. I have to work, deal with crazy clients and coworkers and all that type of stuff because I have a purpose that I am working towards. I have a dream and a goal that I'm working towards. Everything that I do aligns with that purpose. So for you to be talking to someone that is your wife, someone that is going to pour in and instill into your children, that is going to pour in and pour into you as a person to make you even better than who you are now, and you're telling me that you literally have no dreams or aspirations, I'm instantly turned off. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay? So I felt like as soon as she said that, I was like, this is why he doesn't have sex with you. Because he might be physically attracted to you, but he's not emotionally, spiritually. Keep in mind, Ryan is into church. He wants his kids to be raised in church. He wants to make sure that the person he's with is into church. And she said she's not a church person. So you already said that you're not into church, which is something that is very important to him, especially being a pastor's child. And you don't want to work out or eat healthy, at least, so you don't have to work out. And you have no dreams or goals, like you're a flight attendant, but it's not like you're trying to do something else, right? So, hey, Steven, thank you. So if I was Ryan, I would be turned off from her too. That I wouldn't want nothing to do with you. Sorry, this is gonna be a random story time in between. I went on a date with a guy, and he was a really smart guy. He had a test prep company. So he did a test prep company, and he basically, make money off all the soccer moms who is he trains kids on how to like get a good SAT, ACT score. He even does like some LSAT prep and stuff like that. So he's highly intelligent. And so I was just like, okay, so like, what do you want to do with that? And he was like, well, actually someone reached out to me. Oh, thank you, boo. Thanks, Kimia. He said that somebody had reached out to him because they wanted to take his test prep and actually create books and create like this big company, right? And so I was like, yo, that's dope as hell. Like, so like, what did you do? And he was like, oh, I just said no. I just don't want to do that. I'm just happy doing this. And I was like, okay, well, you got to be happy with what you're doing. But for me, I was instantly turned off because I was just like, so you just want to just do these one-offs with these soccer moms, like these kids and stuff, but it's just like, you don't want to take that a step further, or you don't have a bigger dream than what you're doing right now. For me, that doesn't work, because once I hit a milestone, okay, now let's push to another level. Like, that's just the type of person I am. So for Ryan, he was just like, so you're just comfortable with me working and you having kids and you sitting at home because you ain't going to church with us, you ain't working out, you just gonna eat donuts all day. Like, that doesn't work for me. And I think it was more like her privilege as a white woman. And I think that's why he was looking at her like, no, sweetie. This is why this is why my little ping can get hard for you, because you literally are just going through life to go through life. Like, you have no goals, nothing. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. at all. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think they're going to make it. And she's so worried about him not being in love. But I just feel like, girl, like, you're really comfortable for it to be 3 weeks into your marriage. I don't think he's there. I just think that you're way too comfortable in, like, just not doing nothing or not trying to, as much as he's trying to work with you and to make you happy. I don't feel like you're doing the same for him. And I think for him, that's why he's just turned off, because there's just a lack of effort on her part. Like, you're so big about having sex, but it's just like, baby, I got to be attracted to you to even want to have sex with you. And I think that's admirable for him, because I think he really has her best intentions at heart. And I think that he doesn't want to have sex with someone that he knows that he's not really attracted to because of these underlying issues. You said Ryan's self-help talking points is getting annoying, though. I think the conversation was taken out of context. I can't believe that that's how the conversation actually happened. I think that's how they edited it to happen. Oh, thank you, Steven. Y'all are too sweet. Y'all ain't got to do all of this. I'm just here to chat and chillax with y'all. So yeah, so that's enough for them. Let's talk about Virginia and Erik, okay? Because first of all, have y'all noticed that, yeah, Ryan is the conservative one. Can we talk about how, oh, also too, let me bring it back to another point with Ryan. I also fear, here's the thing, because I come from a very religious family. My mom was a preacher's child. She's very religious. Like, when I would get in trouble, she would make me read Bible scriptures. Like, she had a scripture for everything I did. She had a scripture, okay? And I think that sometimes when that's been, like, instilled into your head and, like, just it makes it hard for you to have relationships. And I've even read stories about, I remember this one young lady, she had got married, and because she was always taught in the church that sex is bad, you need to wait till marriage, but sex is like this bad thing that you shouldn't do, that by the time she made it to her wedding night, she couldn't even have sex with her husband, because she was always taught that sex was just this bad and dirty and immoral thing, that she couldn't even enjoy having sex with her husband on her wedding night. So I think also too, I would be interested to see how he was raised, and if that has anything to do with all of that. I don't know. That's just me just adding extra theories that I worry about. But yes, there is church trauma. I'm just letting y'all know. That is a huge thing. I'm just letting y'all know now. Okay? So, back to Erik and Virginia. Have y'all noticed that Erik be stressed the hell out? Have y'all noticed that? Oh, thank you, boo. Have y'all noticed he be so stressed? Every time he be talking to Virginia, he be like wiping his forehead. I be scared like he gonna have a heart attack. I really be fearing for Erik's like well-being. Thank you, Mr. Perfect. I really fear for his well-being when he be on screen. And I was kind of shocked that Virginia got mad at him because when he had to go to work, because he's a pilot, she got mad because he wasn't texting her. But I'm like, sis, if he's flying a plane, I will hope my pilot is not sitting up here texting his wife the entire time. So I was like, as much as you talk about you want your space and you don't want to feel like you're being smothered or anything, but I was just like, why are you upset now? I was so confused on so many different levels when she had brought that up. But what I don't understand is, out of all the reservations that Erik has about their relationship, that her alcoholism never, ever comes up in a topic of conversation. Never. Ever, ever. Never, ever, ever. It never comes up. I'm just like, This girl literally drinks. I've never seen her in a scene where she was not drinking. Now, I do agree with her that the only way to drink a mimosa is to put a splash of orange juice into it. She is smart there, okay? The girl is going places as far as how to properly drink your mimosas. But I was just like, her drinking never bothers you, Erik? Like, y'all literally went golfing and she had to be drinking a beer? I was like, now I know people drink when they go on the golf course. But I was just like, girl, you always drinking. Like, all the time. And it's crazy because I think she's only 26. But when you look at her face, I'm just like, you can tell she's been drinking. Like, you can tell that there's, like, just years of drinking on her face. Like, she looks older than 26, but you can still tell that she's young. I'm really concerned for her. Like, I really think that we need to call an intervention by the time we get to the reunion of this season. And I really hope that Erik can open his eyes and stop being blinded that he has this young girl and all of this stuff to tell her, like, girl, you got a drinking problem. Girl, fix it. But I was happy that she finally admitted that she has abandonment issues, because that's what it comes down to. And this is why I just feel like parents, do not stay in relationships for the sake of the kids, because you messing your kids up. This girl is messed up because both of her parents have had very unhealthy relationships, unhealthy marriages, and it's taken a toll on her that she really is really messed up over this, thinking that somebody is always going to leave her. But also too, like, I feel like I personally thought it was a little immature thinking to be like she had an issue because Erik used to be married before. And it was like she had a problem because he said after his first marriage ended, the relationships that he's been in, he never felt that same love that he had for his ex-wife. And she was like triggered by this. And she was like, well, I just feel like that concerns me because I just wonder, like, will you ever feel the same way about me? And I was just like, girl, y'all have only known each other for 3 weeks at this point. Like, I think anyone compares, I don't think they compare their relationships necessarily, but I do think people, how you felt about other people. There's people I've dated that I've been like, damn, we had such a very strong connection. Like, I felt like that was my best friend and I can talk to them about anything. And I don't know if I've necessarily felt that same way with someone else. And that's a fear of mine, that I don't know if I can get that same feeling back. So I kind of understood where Erik was coming from, but that doesn't mean that I don't give people a fair shot or a fair opportunity. It was just really confusing to me for her to be like that hung up on it. And I felt like by the time that Erik had planned this nice dinner, he cooked for her and, played the song for her, and then he said, I love you. I couldn't even enjoy the moment as much as I wanted to because she ruined it, like talking about, well, how do you feel like you could ever love me and this and that? It ruined the moment for me. She was happy about it, but it ruined the moment for me because I was just like, I can't even enjoy the fact that he said I love you because you literally just grilled him 10 minutes prior, worried about his ex-wife, who was his ex for a reason, instead of just focusing on y'all relationship. I was really confused by that, and I hope that Virginia has a lot of I'm gonna do Good Girls. She just got a lot of baggage, and she needs to go to therapy, and Erik needs to go to therapy because he has insecurity issues with her, and I don't know what to do, but I don't know if they're gonna make it. I just don't have a good feeling about it. I feel like this whole alcohol thing has to be a topic of conversation before we get to the finale, because it's just, yeah, that's all. Y'all know we just gonna pray for Virginia and her liver, okay? But let me talk about Haley and Doug. I'm sorry. What's his name, y'all? I always call him Doug. What's his name? Jacob, sorry. But I'm going to call him Doug because I'm sure I'm going to keep mixing up his names. But just know if I say Doug, I'm talking about Jacob for the sake of this conversation. So, I am going to watch Generation. I haven't watched it yet. So, Haley basically tells Jacob that she doesn't find him attractive. She didn't say it, but she said she don't know, which, as Jacob said, girl, you just don't think I'm attractive, okay? So Doug is upset, as he should be, because you can't say that to a man. You can't tell a man that, I mean, you can't tell anyone, a woman or a man, you cannot tell your significant other that I'm not physically attracted to you. I just don't know what she thought was going to come out of sharing something like that. I don't know, but this really just comes down to the point, girl, just tell him that you're not sexually attracted to him, that the pain was bad and you didn't have a good experience, and ever since then you don't want to be with him because you didn't like the sex. Just say what it was, okay? But I was really confused when Haley left for 3 hours to go chill with Paige. So you gonna go chill with the one person who don't even respect her. So I don't even want you hanging out with Paige, because I feel like some of her lack of self-respect is gonna rub off on you. Why are you with her for 3 hours? Like, I would have been upset too. Like, sis, you in this experiment with me. You're supposed to be working on our marriage. She ain't got no marriage to worry about. You supposed to be working on our marriage. So I felt like her picking a fight or getting upset, like, as much as I want to side with her, I just can't. It's like, Doug, he really ain't did nothing wrong. Because I feel like both of them are awkward. So this whole thing of her saying that he's like so awkward and he likes his 80s stuff, I'm like, when she bought him the clothes, so she bought him clothes basically saying, like, I don't like anything that you wear. Even though when he was trying on the clothes, I was like, sis, this looked like all the clothes that he wear already. Like, where was the vision? Okay, where was the inspiration? Where was the effort when you picked out these shirts for him to wear? I was just confused. Like, yeah, they complimented him well, but it looks like the same clothes that he wears all the time. I was just confused by that. Like, did y'all feel like there was a change in outfit or anything? It's not even like he be wearing crazy stuff though. Cause it's like when she was telling her friend, like, you know, he's obsessed with the 80s and he wears all this stuff. Now look, I live for a graphic tee, honey. So like somebody wearing a graphic tee, like that, you speaking my language anyway. I just felt like everything that she says she doesn't like about Doug, I don't see what the issue is. I don't see a problem with who Doug is. I feel like Doug is somebody that's very moldable, and he's a go with the flow type of person, and whatever she would want him to do, I think he would pretty much be up for it. But I think right now there's a wall up because, girl, you just find any reason to pick an argument, pick a fight, or just say something disrespectful to him. I don't understand it. So then they have like a little party, okay? So he invited everybody to his house. And how she talked about his house at first, she tried to make it seem like his house was tacky, but I was like, baby, Doug got money, y'all. He got a whole sauna built into his house. A whole sauna? Do you know how much it costs to put a sauna, to build a sauna in your house? Like, sis. And also too, what man, and this no shade and no disrespect to men, okay? But what man have you met that just had this immaculate taste and you went to I'm sorry, Doug is Jacob, y'all. I call him Doug. I don't know why. I can't help it. I'm sorry. So Doug is Jacob, okay? Jacob is Doug. So I was like, but what man's house have you been to where you just automatically loved his design choices, his styling choices for his house? Nobody. I ain't never met nobody that I was just like, ooh, I really like how he decorated this. I feel like one might have come close, but he still was lacking in other areas for the home decor. So I was just like, everything that you're saying that you don't like about Doug is something that can easily be moldable or changed. Like, his house ain't bad. He has a nice house. He has a pool, a whole sauna room, a whole gym. Baby, if you're not even happy with him, you got so many other rooms that you can escape to in the first place. I just didn't understand that. I just felt like she was just really trying to turn this into something that is not. And I feel bad for Doug because I think he's right. If you're not going to take this relationship serious, if you're not going to put in the work, then it's like, what are we doing? Like, I'll go through the motions with you, but you want me to try to do what? Like, you're not even trying to do the bare minimum. And Haley, girl, you awkward too. So you sit up here talking about him, you're just as awkward as well. So I can see why they matched y'all. But I just think you need to work through your issues, and you need to let go of the fact that the guy you was dating cheated on you and did all of this. You gotta let that go, honey, because ain't nobody gonna want to be with you. If they fine, if they not. And I don't even think Doug ugly. I don't even think that Doug is ugly at all. I think he's a nice looking 38-year-old man. He got body. He works out. Like, I'm not seeing the issues that she's having with him. I feel like they're all made up in her mind. So yeah, like I'm sorry, y'all. Like, it's just he looked like a Doug to me, so his name just gonna be Doug. I'm sorry, but I think he's a nice looking man. I think he's a nice looking man for his age. I think, yeah, I'm just confused as to what she's having issues with. That's why sometimes I wish that they would show like who they dated in the past to kind of help us understand like who they're attracted to or whatnot. But it's clear that Haley just has issues. And yes, the entire cast does need therapy. I'm just trying to figure out how they felt that any of these people were actually ready for marriage. I don't understand it. I mean, everything that she hates about Doug is everything that could be changed about Doug. It's not like there's some fundamental thing. He ain't calling her out her name or, just doing anything. Would I sign up for marriage? I've applied for Married at First Sight before. I've applied for Married at First Sight. I've applied for it. I would rather move to another city because, dating in Atlanta, I don't trust nobody in Atlanta. So, yeah. Is that everybody? Because I do want to touch back on something that happened with Chris. Did I get everything with them? I think we got everything. Let's get back to Chris. Now, I can't trust any man who said that he's never going to talk to a pastor again. Let's really take a moment to really talk about this, okay? You said that you weren't going to talk to a pastor again, your spiritual advisor. I got you, Naries. I got you. You not going to talk to a pastor? Am I missing something? Chris. Not you, Chris. Not you who's supposed to be a man of God, a minister. What? Now, what I will say, I am with Chris that I felt that it was out of line for Pastor Cal to reach out to Paige. Now, me just trying to find the best in people, as a pastor, you've been counseling, Chris, and he's telling you all the stuff that's happening. I'm sure anybody will feel bad for Paige. And as a pastor, it's two people in this union. And I think you will want to reach out to that other person and just see how they're doing, right? Like, just making sure that she's okay, because you're only hearing this from one person. And if I was Paige, when Pastor Cal Fine Behind would have called me. Now, if he was single, then I might have took that meeting in person. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Pastor Cal, he looked good, even with his little fake lineup that really bothers me on this side with the dye that be showing, but it's okay. But I would have told him, hey, I appreciate you reaching out to me and checking on me. I'm doing fine, given everything that's happened. But I just really think that you need to pour into Chris at this time. It's clear that he has some demons that he needs to work out. And I feel like if there was any time that he really needed you as his spiritual advisor, this would be the time. So instead of talking to me, I need you to go talk to him, okay? Yeah, when Chris said that he left the ministry because it didn't pay, I was like, yeah, he's a demon. He's a demon. He's a demon. But I'm like, Pastor Cal, you need to spend a little bit more time with Chris. Because I also thought that it was disrespectful for you to share special things, like to tell her that he was engaged before, even before Mercedes, to talk about how you didn't feel like he was ready. I feel like you betrayed his trust because they're supposed to be confiding in you, and you shouldn't be sharing that information that you and Chris have discussed. You shouldn't be just sharing that with Paige, because you don't know Paige. You don't know her. And if you knew her like we know her now, she had lost cause too. So you're wasting your time on both of them. But I just didn't feel like, I felt like Paige knew what she was doing. She knew that when she talked to Pastor Cal and she met with him, that Pastor, what's his name? What's his real name? It's Dwight. Pastor Cal is the, y'all know what I'm talking about. What's his pastor name? Child, I can't get nobody's name right. How the hell am I talking about a show? I can't get nobody's name right. Ooh, Jesus. What's his real name? Is it Pastor Cal? I think Pastor Cal is like the expert pastor. What is happening? I don't know. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Fine pastor, okay? Pastor Fine, okay? So I felt like Paige talked. Oh, it's Pastor Dwight. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I don't understand why I can't get these people's names. I'm sorry. So, Pastor Dwight. I felt like she talked to Pastor Dwight because she knew that he was going to tell Chris that he spoke with her. And then Chris was going to have a reaction to it. And Chris was going to reach out to her, which is how they led themselves to the discussion that they had. But when Paige said, when she was telling them, they were like, you really finna meet with him? I know that all of them wanted to curse her out. Like, girl, have some self-respect. Even drunk Virginia was asking all the right questions. Like, what would be the purpose of you meeting with him? Like, what is the purpose? If your marriage is over, your marriage is over. Ain't nothing else to talk about. And the last time you went and sat with him, he didn't have anything to say in the first place. So I was just confused as to why we're having another meeting. I'm confused as to why his number isn't blocked. You would have to email me, baby. And as soon as you email me, I'm blocking your damn email too. How about that? All right. So when she meets with him, it's just like her being able to tell, like, yeah, he just, this is what the pastor said about you. I just feel like Paige is playing a game too. She's playing a game. And she's trying to get under Chris's skin. Chris basically met with Paige to take his power back. Because she got one up on him when she blew up the spot with Mercedes. Talking about how they've been having unprotected sex and all of that stuff that's been happening. And he wanted to get his power back. And he did. That's why he was laughing. And she was like, well, why are you laughing? I said, Paige, I'm laughing at you. Because this is terrible. This is just a shame. I'm laughing because you have no respect for yourself, that you really thought you was going to meet with Chris and think that he even had something profound to say. For what? For what? I don't understand. Speaking of having something profound to say, somebody had an issue with my thoughts last week. She was just like, your nails are so annoying and you had nothing profound to say. I said, baby, first of all, this is a reality TV show. If you come in here to get some gems, but I feel like I be dropping some gems, sharing my own personal experiences, but I was just like, get off my page. So if y'all doing all of that, all y'all gonna do is get blocked. So you really wasting your time. But back to what I was talking about. He was laughing because he was just like, sis, like, why are you even here? Like, how are you still taking my calls? How are you still even like dealing with this? The fact that when she got up and left the first time in the conversation and still went back, for what, Paige? He has shown you time and time again, he doesn't like you. He doesn't think you're attractive. He doesn't want to be with you. Like, just let it go. Sometimes there's people that just don't want to be with us and they missing out on the blessing. And you just going to have to just let it be that person that got away and you missed out on something good. I don't understand why you love punishing yourself at this point. So it's just like, after she still wanted to be with him, because he was like, well, what do you want? I was like, thank you, Chris, because we know you don't want to be with her. So there's no point in asking you the question. So when he asked her that, and she's talking about, I just want us to have a fair chance. Girl, what? What? A fair chance? You still want to be with this Negro? He ain't cute. He dusty. Okay, all he do is wear Hollister polos talking about he got money that he don't. His Subway business closed. What do you want from him? Okay, what's the D that good? Because it had to have been good for you to be acting like this, honey. So I just don't understand. There's nothing about Chris that makes me find him attractive in any way, shape, or form. Sorry, y'all, my throat getting a little dry. Okay, there's nothing about Chris that makes me feel, it's nothing that will make me, I hope my parents not watching this. I mean, we 48 minutes in, so they probably not gonna see this. It ain't nothing that will get me moist over him, that will make me want to bust it wide open. Okay, throw it back. It wouldn't be nothing that will make me want to do that for him. Okay, there's nothing. Okay, nothing that will make me want to keep sleeping with him. If you're that serious about being a wife, girl, why don't you sign up for 90 Day Fiance? Do something like that. I just don't understand. I don't understand it. And it's just sad at this point. It's really sad because it's like, how do you not love yourself enough to just I don't understand it. I'm perplexed about the whole thing. So I mean, at that point, when she said that, I felt bad for Chris because I was like, Chris, I don't think that there's anything you can do to make her want to leave you. So at this point, you just got to be with her until decision day to show that you gave it a fair shake and whatever. But when she was like, hi, let's just start over. Hi, I'm Paige. I was like, bitch, what just happened? Did we just get punked? I was waiting on Ashton Kutcher to pop out and be like, psych, y'all been punked, but it just never came. And when I was watching the previews for next week, I was even more perplexed to see them at the apartment together, dining, having dinner together. I was really confused. I was just like, so we gotta have a whole nother week of Paige and Chris. Like, we really gotta go through a whole nother week. And then you see the clip. I just feel like I'm reliving this trauma, this nightmare again. Girl, you're reliving that nightmare because that's what you want to do. You want to relive that nightmare. Okay? If you don't love yourself enough, I can't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for her. Anything else that happens between them, that's on her. I feel bad for Chris now. Chris trapped in the marriage he don't want to be in. He brought his ex-fiance into it, told her about the baby, all types of stuff. Her smiling at him, like, girl, how can you smile at him? I would have probably tried to fight him, and I don't even condone violence. I don't even condone putting your hands on men, but I would have fought him. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna fight. I would have fought him. So I guess we're subjected to a whole season with them. I don't know if they paid them because they just knew that they were too good for TV, that they couldn't, like, buy Simply Spoiled. I don't know if they were just like, hey, we're going to pay y'all to stay together for the whole season. I don't know what was going to happen. But I guess it's good for TV because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I fell asleep on the episode yesterday because it was a little boring. I think if I really do have to watch all the other couples, I don't know if I would necessarily make it. I feel like if... Chad, I'm sipping on the water. This ain't nothing but some water, y'all. I feel like if we're just watching the other couples for the rest of the season, I think they could condense this to like an hour episode. I don't think it needs to be a 2-hour episode because the episodes don't be getting good until we get to Paige and Chris, or if Vince is having a temper tantrum or Haley says something disrespectful. I'm just like, I don't think the episodes need to be 2 hours personally. I mean, what do y'all think about it? I mean, are you going to keep watching 2-hour Married at First Sight? That Vincent gives me a season of snap. Look, I know he going to blow up and I don't want to be around for when it happens. There's a penalty fee if you leave production early. So you feel like that's why they're continuing. Oh, okay. I mean, I would have had to take the penalty. I ain't even going to lie. I would have had to take the penalty. Ain't no way. Unless they said, Sharana, we're going to give you a spinoff for you to find love like they did with the last Atlanta season. Even though I would like to agree with how they treat the black women on the show, it's been some white couples that was crazy too. It's been some white couples that was crazy. Like they didn't took a lot of people through the ringer. So I don't know. Hey, Bobcat. Oh, so he said that they offered her out without penalty. Well, she just loved torturing herself. So I think they should just spend the rest of the season just putting everybody in therapy because everybody, like, Paige just chose violence. Chris chose violence. Virginia continues to choose violence. Haley chooses violence every single episode. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like every time they go to Atlanta, it's always something crazy. It's never. I don't think any couple in the Atlanta season have ever made it. I just, whew, chow. Mm. Yeah, what is people's thoughts? Anybody got questions or anything? I do want to tell you guys that probably on Saturday, I'm going to do a live. So I have a very special neighbors update for everyone because me and my neighbor, we had it out last weekend and she came to my door. So I do have a whole story for that. I just don't have the energy to give the story that you guys deserve. But just know that live is coming. Okay? I'm just going to, yeah. Where has Paige's family been this entire season? Because, like, I need them to do another family thing because I don't know. I don't know. I say Ryan's asexual before I say he's gay. But, yeah. Make sure I document and record those interactions. You know my neighbor's not going to do nothing. I mean, my landlord ain't going to do nothing. But it has been a little bit more peaceful since we had a discussion. So, you think Paige family saw the flags and chose not to be embarrassed? She's probably done this before. She's probably been in a lot of toxic relationships that she even thinks that this is normal or that she even wants to continue having a relationship with this person. That's just my personal thoughts on it. But yeah, thank you, William. Paige said her family wish her the best, but want to know parts of this relationship. I don't blame them. My mom, knowing my mama though, she probably would have came and biblically cursed me out because my mama don't curse. But she would have came and biblically cursed me out, cursed me and Chris out. She wouldn't have been having that. She would have had words for everybody. She would have definitely biblically cursed me out too. I'm just calling it what it is. I really do not like these magnetic lashes. I don't know how y'all do these magnetic. I'm not here for it. I'm going to have to get rid of these. I'm going to go back to my good old faithful strips. I can't do this. Call me everything but a child of God, okay? All right? So do you guys like these type of lives? It's just easier for me to do lives like this instead of always having to record, because you see how this is like kind of sticking up. I don't like that. I don't like that. Lashify? What's Lashify? Let me write that down. Lashify. Lashify. Okay, so I might do more stuff like this. And I think do you guys watch Married to Medicine Atlanta? I can't reply to people in comments, which sucks. But I'm ordering a new webcam that should be here on Saturday. So we'll test that out. We'll test that out. And then I can do a StreamYard. And then that way we can I can reply to you guys. They need to focus on Franklin and not some more of the B storylines. Who is Franklin? Franklin Saint? Is there a Franklin on this? You talking about Franklin Saint? Thank you, Cece. How many reality? It's a lot of reality shows. I watch a lot of reality shows, but I just watch it for my own pleasure. I did watch Attack on Titan. It was really good. It was really good. I just watched it this morning, actually. Oh, Franklin Saint. I'm going to get back on my Snowfall. I'll catch up on that on Saturday for y'all. No, I cannot stomach Pimple Popper. But yeah, I might do a live for Married to Medicine. I'm gonna do that because I didn't know we was gonna get into the drama in the first episode. Do I have a particular time for which one, Jamal? Oh, I don't know how to do it either, Jasmine. I'm sorry, boo. I have seen Red in the Last Dragon. I really enjoyed it. If I do the lives for like Married at First Sight or Married to Medicine, I'll do the live right after the episode ends. So as soon as the episode ends, I'll come and do the live. That's how I would do it. I Honestly, after I fell asleep, I was like, well, I ain't gonna do no Married at First Sight because it was boring. But then when I caught up to the episode, I was like, oh no, I gotta talk about this, y'all. I can't let this go. But yeah. But yeah, so for the reality shows, I'll probably do it as soon as the episode is over. Thank you, Danielle. Attack on Titan, I'll watch this week's episode and I promise I'll review it just for you, Jessica. Am I excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier? I am. I actually just watched the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm interviewing the director and the writer and Anthony tomorrow, actually. So if you guys have questions that you want me to ask the director or Anthony, I only get to ask Anthony and the writer one question, but let me know, okay? Let me know. But I will be recapping the episodes for Falcon and Winter Soldier. The first episode, it'll be a pre-recorded review just because I already have it. But the other ones, I might do a live stream. I'll probably do a live stream. I just think that's easier for me. I cannot tell y'all anything. I am embargoed until the 18th, I believe. So I can't tell you anything about Falcon and the Winter Soldier until the 18th of March. Just letting y'all know now. I can't talk about it, but I have seen the episode. I have not watched Temptation Island. I have not watched The Bachelor. But yeah, I kind of stick to the like Lifetime or Bravo, those type of, I don't watch a whole bunch of reality TV. Like I just watch like Housewives and stuff like that. I have not watched Sound of Metal yet. Please don't judge me for that, but I will one day do that. Can I give Anthony? I only got one question. They'll kick you off if you start doing that. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I haven't watched Married Millions, but I do watch the little clip that they play in between the episode, which it seems like it's a crazy TV show. But I'm gonna just do. I can review Nomadland. I'll do Nomadland and Sound of Metal for y'all. Just give me a few weeks because South by Southwest starts next week, so I just got a lot going on with that as well. Mank. Okay, I can't promise you Mank, boo. But I'm trying to think what reviews I have coming up. I'll be watching Justice League this weekend. I'll have a review for Justice League, the Snyder Cut, on Monday. And I like I Am Sam with what's her name? Something Fanning. Is it Dakota Fanning and Sean Penn? Any things that I want you guys to watch that I'm going to be talking about? I do, but I can't talk about it yet. I've been watching stuff that's coming out like in a couple of months. I watched Shadow and Bone, and I'm watching Jamie Foxx's show, and Mike Epps has a show. I've been watching that episodes of that, and I started watching the anime that Lakeith Stanfield is voicing. So that's what I've been watching. So I'm kind of like a couple months ahead. I'm like in April's shows right now. I just ordered the book for Shadow and Bone. So I just binged the whole season of Shadow and Bone. And I just ordered the book. So I'm going to read the book this weekend. So yeah. So Snyder Cut is coming on Monday for y'all at 12 Eastern, I think, is the embargo for that. Is there anything else that y'all want me to be watching? I'll be reviewing Handmaid's Tale next month. I'm excited for that. Jessica, I did a whole review on Behind Her Eyes, and I interviewed David Ragney behind. It's up there. I did a whole review on Behind Her Eyes. Did I get a screener for Stranger Things? No, aren't they still filming Stranger Things right now? What's Beartown? Why do people hate Mal? Tell me why they hate Mal. What is 30 coins? Jeremy, you got to tell me where all this stuff is. I ain't heard none of this stuff. You just started. Yeah, I did Behind Her Eyes. I watched Behind Her Eyes a couple of months ago last year, and I was like, I love this show. So, I do see that Stabler is coming back. I haven't watched Family Guy in a minute. I have not seen My Hero Academia yet. I need to catch up on that. 4 hours. I'm going to try to do it in one sitting. Whoo, pray for me. I'm going to have to, because I would love Handmaid's Tale. I review Handmaid's Tale, Jessica. Jessica, we going to have to talk, honey. I review Handmaid's Tale. I review Handmaid's Tale. I've seen a couple episodes of the new season as well. So that'll be posted up. Did I watch The Haunting on Hill House? Yes, I reviewed it. Oh, 30 Points is a Spanish Lovecraft country. Where does it play at? Yes, I'm reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong if they ever give me a screener for it. You're very welcome, Bobcat. You definitely need to check out Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, I reviewed a lot of stuff. Oh no, you good, boo. It's okay, Danielle. Yeah, I review a lot of stuff, so I try to, at least. I'm gonna try to watch Generation and do a review for that. I did want to check that out, Latasha. I actually did want to check that out. Let me make sure I write that. Yeah, I get so much stuff, and then when I have interviews and stuff, and I gotta do some interviews. I gotta do this Falcon and Winter Soldier thing tomorrow. I don't know what the heck I'm finna ask. Oh, he's not a good guy in the books. I love Mal, though. Okay, let me stop, because y'all gonna get me in trouble. I ain't supposed to be talking about this. I'm rooting for, who was I rooting for? Was it Kong? I'm rooting for Kong, because they did him so dirty in Skull Island. That's who I'm rooting for. But yeah, so I'm reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong and Mortal Kombat. I'm doing all of that, and you'll get Shadow and Bone, and you'll get Lakeith's anime series. I've been watching that, and yeah, I think most of the big stuff I'll be doing. I'm actually trying to focus a little bit more on television right now, because I like the engagement from TV, and I feel like you can have weekly conversations about stuff, and I like it a little bit better. I still love movies. I'm still gonna, review movies. It'll probably just be the bigger movies and stuff like that. I've seen a couple episodes of Harlots, but I forgot to go back to it. But I've only seen a couple of episodes of Harlots. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it. I got South by Southwest coming up next week, so it's going to be a lot of festival stuff I need to put out, and I still need to put out my stuff from Sundance. And yeah, I've been watching Legacies, actually. Do y'all watch Legacies? The last week's episode really bothered me. I'm really sick of Hope and Landon, and they really irk my nerves. I don't know why they bother me so much, but can you hear me now? You still can't hear? I don't understand. Yes? Okay. I used to watch The Good Doctor, and I never caught back up with it. I think after season 2, I stopped watching. Yeah, Landon and Hope really irked my nerves on Legacies. And this eyelash is so bothering me right now, y'all. Like, you have no idea. What else do I watch? I do watch a lot of stuff. I just don't have time to review everything. Hemlock Grove. I'm just letting y'all know it's gonna be a long time before I get to some of these shows. I mean, it took a whole year of y'all telling me to watch Snowfall to actually get to watch a Snowfall. I stopped watching Riverdale. Is it any better with this whole time jump? I Care a Lot is so good. I love that movie so much. There's issues, but I still love it. I can't help it. I don't watch Drag Race. Did I watch the last season? I did, and I was so underwhelmed that I didn't even review it. So I apologize, y'all. I haven't watched Outlander. I haven't seen The Expanse. Everyone talks about it. I've reviewed Promising Young Woman. Yeah, I'm finna rip this eyelash off. It's like irking my spirit right now. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I've been watching? Yeah, I haven't. I gotta prepare for interviews, so I have watched a lot of documentaries actually. Is anyone? Can you guys hear me? I hate these magnetic lashes. I will review the Billie Holiday movie. I've been watching the Alan vs. Farrow documentary on HBO. I didn't watch that yet, Jeremy. So I've been watching the Alan vs. Farrow, which you should really watch because I didn't know that. I just thought he married his adopted daughter. So do I have anything a movie? Not really, Steven. Not really. I mean, I voted for the Critics' Choice Awards. That's what I'm a part of Critics' Choice. So we just had our award show this past Sunday. But yeah, the Alan vs. Farrow is good. I'm about to watch The Day the Sports Stood Still. That's coming out. And I'm going to watch the Tina documentary. The Tiger documentary was good. I actually do watch a lot of documentaries, and I do want to start recommending more documentaries for you guys to watch. I actually just watched the WeWork documentary that's coming out on Hulu. I just watched the WeWork one, and I'm going to watch the Sasquatch one and the 90s one. Soleil Moon Frye did. Do I have a list? I don't, Jeremy. And I said I was going to get into doing that, but probably next year when we get into a regular award season, because this season's just been so crazy. But I do think that Andra Day has a really good chance at winning the Oscar for Best Actress. I think Chad was going to get Best Actor. Daniel Kaluuya is going to get Best Supporting Actor. The Best Supporting Actress, that's a toss-up right now. That's a very tricky category right now. So I don't know what's going to happen, but... And I think Nomadland is probably going to end up... It's between Nomadland and The Trial of Chicago 7 for Best Picture. Now, I don't read the theories and stuff for the Marvel shows. Elizabeth Holmes documentary. I know, it sucks that Del Rey got snubbed. But yeah, the Woody Allen doc, that's just crazy. But I watch every Sunday. I watch about that. I'm going to do a review after the whole thing is done. But yeah, that's crazy. If you guys watch, you should definitely watch that because it's crazy. Yeah, part 4 comes out Sunday. And then I'll do a review on Monday for it after that. But I'm going to do Good Girls. I'll catch up on Good Girls for you guys. And I'll do Attack on Titan this Sunday as well. I do want to let you guys know that I have a partnership coming up. Did I get into... I haven't, but you can recommend me some. I heard the McMillions doc was really good. I do have a partnership coming up with Acorn TV that's going to be dropping soon. So I'm going to be giving everyone a free 30-day trial to Acorn TV. And it's like a British, it's kind of like British shows, but it's like Australian shows. This eyelash is really bothering me. But that's coming up. I haven't seen that, Beast. I haven't seen that. And I'm giving everyone a 30-day free trial, which is more because it's normally a 7-day trial, but they're going to give all my subscribers trial, but I'm going to give you guys a list of shows you should watch, and we can do lives and talk about them because I've been living my best life. So yeah, so I wanted to make sure I told you guys about that as well. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Lashify. I wrote that down, CC. I did watch the Britney Spears doc. I enjoyed that. Oh, really, Latasha? I didn't know that. I heard sex ed is good. Thank you, Lene. I'm sorry, I can't see for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into doing reviews. I've been a little depressed, and I just haven't been in the spirit to record and stuff. So I'm sorry that I haven't posted anything. I'm gonna get back on it, I promise. And yeah, I'm gonna go see my babies tomorrow. I haven't seen them all week. So, is there anything else that you guys are wanting? Let me know. If you guys have questions for Falcon and Winter Soldier, the interviews are tomorrow for that. Hey, Brandon. If AQRT has Miss Fisher murder mysteries, it has like, I know it has a lot of mystery shows like the Agatha Christie Hour. There's actually a show, yeah, I'm interested in doing. There's a show with Lucy Lawless, like My Name is Murder or something, that I liked. It got some good shows on there. I'm gonna tell y'all, this show, The Cry, baby, I was not ready. Grey Gardens. If you like murder mystery, if you like thriller crime shows, this gonna be your jam. I'm gonna let you know that now. And they got a whole they have a whole Law and Order UK too. I did see that, Steven. And make sure Brandon does movie news shows on Sundays at 6:30 Central Time. So just make sure that you guys head over there. And he talks about all the movie news. Brandon does all the things that I wish I had the time to do. That's why I admire him and his work ethic. Because, baby, I'd just be struggling trying to do a live about Married at First Sight, child. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. So I got y'all recommendations. I wrote them down. I'll be doing more documentaries. I'll be catching up on some of the movies. I definitely downloaded Agatha All Alone. It's on my playlist. But, yeah. So don't forget, I'll put a thing in my community tab if you guys have questions for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let me know, because I ain't got no questions formulated yet in my mind. I'm going to rewatch it again, the episode, and see if I get some inspiration for a question to ask. But yeah, I guess that's it, y'all. Thank you, Steven. I need to finish watching Jenny in Georgia. I'm going to post a thing in my community tab where you guys can submit questions. I have 10 minutes with the director, and I only get to ask the writer and Anthony one question. So just letting y'all know. Where is it at? Where can you... Latasha got all the recommendations. Cricket House. Cricket House. Okay. Tomorrow I'll try to watch the Yes Day movie that's coming out. And there's some movie about witches that's coming out on Netflix too tomorrow that I want to watch. Is there anything else coming out tomorrow that I need to be looking at? Look, Naries, I ain't big time, so we get one question. Lucky I even got that. Steve, you try to get me kicked out from doing interviews. You don't love me, you try to get me kicked out. The way you call Hayward raggedy, I know. I really gotta watch saying raggedy in interviews, because I think I said it again in another one. So I need to stop doing that. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I wish I could too. Thank you, Dory. Look, one question. Yes, we're close to 40K. I think we're like 300 away from 40K. I'm waiting on the Snyder Cut too. Okay. I'm waiting on it too. I asked them like, are y'all gonna send this or what we doing? So I'm ready. So it's a round table, so I really only get one question with Anthony. I'll try to make the best of it. I'll try to make y'all proud. I will try to make y'all proud, okay? But yeah. But I gotta go to bed because I gotta go work for the man in the morning. Can't wait to be done, child. Thanks, Steven. I'm glad you guys enjoy the interviews. It's something I really want to do. So, one day we'll just have a whole talk show, and that's what I just get to do for a living. I just get to talk to celebrities about their projects, and I can't wait for that day to happen. We're gonna claim it right now that it's gonna happen. But yeah, you hope Jamie puts me in a movie or something. Jamie is always a fun interview. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for talking to me this long. I really do. Like, I wouldn't be able to do these lives without you guys. How was it interviewing Wesley when I didn't really like the movie? I mean, I think that for interviews, like, I think it doesn't matter if I like the movie or not. I feel like movies still speak to you in some way, and I still have questions. And Wesley was my favorite person in the movie, so it's just like, I really enjoyed him. So I think the interview was really easy to talk to him about. But yeah, I still, stay professional and do my job, and I still like to ask meaningful questions, even if I might not have fully connected with, the title that I was watching. So yeah, that's about it though. So yeah, I'm gonna take this lash off. I'm sorry, it's bothering me. It was disrupting my spirit. So yeah, so that's basically it, y'all. But I appreciate y'all speaking with me, taking the time out of your day to have a conversation. Oh my goodness, Shayna is still up and it's 10:16 at night. What? But yeah, I'll post in the community tab if you guys have questions that you want me to ask. I will try to work this in. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great Friday. Okay, it's about to be the weekend. Protect your peace, protect your energy. Don't let nobody steal your joy because it's the last day of the work week. So yeah, I will talk to y'all soon. And we're going to claim that late night show, Steven. And I'll come up with a day when we can talk about the neighbor because it's a fun story. Like, you guys will really enjoy the neighbor story, the neighbor update story. You guys will really enjoy this one. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a nice night. I love you guys, as always. I could never do this without you, so I appreciate you more than you will ever know. So, have a nice night, everybody. Everyone go see True Vice. I'm so done with you. But no, please do, because it was beautiful. But have a nice night, y'all. Good night.